Next up, the New York Giants at the Minnesota Vikings. The Vikings pull off the biggest comeback in NFL history against a Colts team that they're bizarre. What do you even say about this Colts team? They look like world beaters to start that game. They're giving it to the Vikings before ultimately collapsing in the second half. Just a putrid performance offensively, defensively, offensively. And now the Vikings get to go home, play host to a New York Giants team coming off a major, albeit stolen, divisional victory over the Washington Commanders. Giants are 8-5-1. The Vikings are, once again, the worst 11-3 team in the NFL, maybe in NFL history. Vegas hates the Vikings. Vegas gives them no respect. The Vikings are 3.5-point favorites in this game. Am I reading that right? Yeah, they look like they're 3.5-point favorites. I thought I'd seen them as 3.5-point dogs at one point, but that would make no sense. So Vikings are 3.5-point favorites. Over/under in this game set at 47.5. It seems like Vegas keeps setting this Vikings line at 3 to 3.5. We've seen it like 4 times now, right? We saw it with the Jets. They were 3.5-point favorites at home. We saw it this past week. They were 3.5-point favorites at home. And then we saw they were 3.5-point to 2.5-point dogs at the Lions. 3.5-point lines, I try to stay away from them wherever possible. Feels like a trap. If I am going to bet it, I'm either going to take the underdog as an outright winner, or alternatively, I'm just going to tease that line down to 3 for the favorite if I'm going to bet the favorite. Something to think about there, because once you start to cross that key number of 3, you get into dangerous territory. So in this game, because the Vikings to me are like the snip-snap team of the year, they're constantly, every other week, just good, bad, good, bad, good, bad. I have to take them as a favorite here, 3.5 points. I've said it before. I'll say it again. I think the Giants are so fraudulent. Everything about what they do does not seem sustainable to me. They essentially needed all the luck in the world to gut out that victory against the Commanders this past week on Sunday Night Football, and I don't think they'll be able to pull it off again, especially on the road here against a Vikings team that is rolling offensively. Cousins has been a stud the last 2 games, and I've been more than critical of the guy at every opportunity. So in this game, give me the Vikings minus 3.5. This is going to be one of my bigger plays of the week. I'm going to I'm going to pay for or buy the point to get that line down to 3. Give me the Vikings minus 3 at 3.5. Be a little careful with it, but Vikings minus 3 here at home.